Good day. My name is Pat Edelman, Royal Minister of Media and Communications. This video was supposed to be released on Thursday, but due to currently classified circumstances, I have told His Excellency King Matthieu that he might want to clean up his language and refrain from content that could be considered too inappropriate. This video was heavily edited, with very subtle edits, removing the vulgarities, as well as changing allusions to violence, sex, and drugs. These restraints will be in place going forward. His Excellency is taking these new measures well. We did make a deal. By enacting these measures, I have agreed to bleach my red Coca-Cola jacket, since the color does not work on me. So with that out of the way, enjoy the video. I am at the Hate Watchers Film Festival here in Jackiewood. It's the Cannes Film Festival for people who watch these movies for the sole purpose of hating. The attendees can tread in their own misery, while the films and the studios behind them become more successful. Everyone's a winner, I think. These self-proclaimed works of art are being screened under three theories: Barnum's Law, all publicity is good publicity; Bischoff's Law, controversy creates cash; and King Matthieu's Law, watching whilst
wearing high heels
is not only allowed but encouraged. The latter of the three is not to be confused with a different theory, also dubbed King Matthieu's Law, which states that Chaz Thurman
is very good looking.
I don't know what it is, it's hard to explain, but that
gentleman
makes me smile. Much like Cannes, we have our own version of the Palme d'Or. It is called the Laisseur du Milieu. The voting jury contains a litany of mindless jerks who produce the kind of dreck that has its good share of the festival. Though they mostly have more class than the Supreme Court, not that that's saying much. As you can see, our very own Noah, the Duke of Vandalia, has a seat on the jury. Noah has filled the seat left vacant by the WWE Gingerbread Man, who has recently snuffed it. But let's not act like his wrestling record was spotless. Anyways, the films up for the prize include the likes of Animal Farm, Scary Movie, the Moana remake, Bitcoin Killing Satoshi, and Masters of the Universe, this time with more scenes with Jared Leto. But you all know about those already. There are a number of premieres exclusive to the Hate Watchers Film Festival. They are best to avoid if you're not one for watching movies specifically to feel like
a balanced breakfast.
The opening picture is Snow Queen, Dead of Winter. It's a cheesy horror take on the fairy tale that inspired Frozen. It's a part of the Twisted Childhood universe, the brainchild of Rhys Rake Waterfield, who hopes this film will be successful because it would be a sign that the novelty hasn't worn off yet. Another premiere is Cars 3.95, with the premiere of its Disney Junior series next year, as well as the speculation of Cars 4 in development, an interquel movie will be released. The film follows the main vehicular duo as they talk about the merch your children will be asking for. By the way, what is this face he's making? Come to think of it, Cars 3.5 is perhaps the deepest installment yet. Doesn't matter to me. All Pixar, Disney, and Disney Pixar movies are all the same trash. So, Jason Racy, it is a pleasure to see you. Likewise, Your Excellency. I'm attending the festival with a few friends to hate watch the movies we think are gonna be really woke. That's right. The Hate Watchers Film Festival attracts many a film goer with the anti-woke ideology. They do their job in putting the hate in Hate Watcher. They get their delicates in a twist whenever they see anything resembling representation in media, and they'll take one aspect, no matter how small, and build an entire narrative around it. I feel my acquaintances have gotten clemency from Colorado Governor Jared Police. He'll give those out to anyone. Anyways, I've also introduced the premiere of number 15, who will be the next scientist to be blackbagged at the behest of the Martian Illuminati Deep Space Sam Darnold clone, a film that I produced, co-wrote, and whose
dance numbers
I've helped choreograph. I didn't stay behind to watch it since I'm gonna love watch it at its theatrical premiere. Well, you seem proud of your work. Indeed I am, Your Excellency. A little exploiting the trauma of real families for monetary gain have never hurt nobody. What's one movie you have seen here at the film festival? Nolan's The Odyssey. Did you hear what Elon Musk said about that movie? I sure have. Musk is talking ish about the casting of Helena Troy. Let my friend explain. Thanks, Mr. Racy. Honored to meet you, Excellency. Musk was on about Lupita Nyong'o as Helena Troy, as well as Elliot Page's casting. This is the Odyssey, a literary work my main man Elon has always suddenly cared about. Helena Troy is supposed to be gorgeous. To answer your question, yes, he got money from the Anti-Weaponization Fund. I fail to see how she would not be considered gorgeous. Helena Troy is supposed to be... Down, boy! What he's trying to say is, I think I get the idea. You do? That's right. Well done, Agent Fillinger. Excellent animosity farming from a decorated Raffico agent. Even if this makes Twitter uninhabitable. Thank you, Excellency. Anyways, back to the movies. Up next is MILF Manor the movie. It's based on the reality TV series, noted for its premise filled to the brim with age gaps, sexism, and the kind of stuff that would make Sigmund Freud himself say cheese and
chicken in a biscuit.
Crackers. We have the film adaptation, which is basically just a bunch of episodes stapled together and called a movie. Moving on. Midnight Sun, the adaptation of Stephenie Meyer's companion work to Twilight. The movie retains the book's characterization of the leading man, a fallen angel I think, as hauteur and possessive. A shallow person complaining about how teens and humans in general can be so shallow. Like in the book, he
Karate chops.
her bedroom window, so it'd be easier to sneak in whilst thinking, I kind of feel bad about this, but it's worth it, because I want to read the leading lady's personal thoughts, under the weak guise of protection. Why do I feel like this person would be a huge fan of Kosa? The movie obtains the lead contemplating
Scrambling.
an entire classroom. Classy. The lead and his siblings carjacking a woman and throwing the previous car onto oncoming traffic starting at 27-car pileup. Classy. And being just a one-to-one retelling from another perspective, and doesn't really change the story or the way characters are viewed significantly. And anything interesting is truncated because we have to go over the same plot beats.
Grass.
This isn't to say there were suggested concepts. For example, the female lead being a more active character, a track star who fights back against the rogue vampires and is turned into a vampire herself at the end of the story. The male lead being more of a Blade-type character than he was in the novel. The female lead's father
Falls down.
A Korean FBI agent / vampire hunter who is included as an additional antagonist. The female lead riding jet skis while being chased by the FBI and the rogue vampires
Defenestrates.
members of a SWAT team who are sent into the forest after them. The filmmakers decided that would make the film too interesting. Apart from the movies, there will be a series of special screenings. The most notable of these is those Cult Pix AI short films, but that's only because they were also screened at Cannes, so I don't have much else to say on the subject. The most striking of these is the premiere of... Lastly, each screening will feature a trailer for CoComelon the movie, which is slated for release next February. The picture is starring SZA, Nicholas Hoult, Sarah Sherman. In this movie, good heavens. Of course, the attendees of the Hate Watchers Film Festival will not focus on the studio heads that greenlight this codswallop for codswallop algorithms. Instead, they will focus their rage on the hardworking animators and other crew who desperately need the work to help make the movie. Which is a very normal and very healthy thing to do. And it's all 'cause of Disney! I tell you, DreamWorks always does better than that Disney trash! CoComelon the movie is DreamWorks. It is? Then I didn't see anything! Well done, Agent Fillinger. And now, to conclude, the Hate Watchers Film Festival is the epicenter for success for motion pictures and TV shows by means of rage bait, and for moviegoers who want a combination of despair and satisfaction. Thank you for watching, whether you hated it or not.